Welcome. I may or may not have a Atlas strategy to share. It doesn't really focus on anything, but it generates currency. EXP is super chill to do, and yeah, the combination of it, I believe, is kind of what sells it. It's nothing new. Essentially, I initially just copied um, the strategy from some other guy I found on YouTube. If I find it, I will link it, but I tweaked it anyway, so that's that. The idea, my idea was I just wanted to farm Defiled Cathedral for the Seer, and boy, oh boy, I found 7 years bad luck multiple times before I found this. Anyway, I just wanted to farm this map somewhat quickly, right? So I don't want to do some technique that takes ages, so I want to do the map quickly and also do a strategy. So I search internet for strategy. Yes. What I found that was the most fun for me was Delirium. So my tree currently looks like this. We take this because we are farm with an Astrolabe, and then we just pick up all the Delirium nodes. Not all of them. Like, we don't need Delirium chunks because we pick the Astrolabe. We don't need Simulacrum stack size because they are not worth anything, right? Like I said, we don't need chunks for Delirium, so what we need is maybe Daily Orbs. Definitely Daily Orbs. They are very expensive. This is very cool. But we need Daily Orbs. We need maybe, depending on what map you do and yeah, how your character progresses to the map, you either want slower or faster fog. Maybe nothing of it and you just have more points, right? And the rest is just shrines. Because like I said, I was farming Seer, and if you're farming Seer, you kind of need neutral monster packs because he has a chance to spawn after you kill a neutral monster pack, or not a neutral, but like a monster pack that was on the map when you opened the map, right? And Shrine adds those. Also, Shrine pushes the Delirium rewards. Same for Ritual. This is why we take Ritual chunks. You can go 100%. I think I'm at 90 currently, so it's not always there. We never do Ritual. We just have it because there are monster packs, so to opponent for the Delirium rewards, right? And then more monster packs with this for the Delirium reward and some extra currency. But that's all. This is just Shrines, Delirium, some Ritual nodes, monster packs, these for more pack size stuff, and explicit modifiers. That's all. You can kind of flex on it however you like. I probably won't share it because can I import this, or do I have to create an other tree in the internet and just click every node by myself? I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not for this. Not for this. Anyway, the original strategy was we throw an Astrolabe on the map. We put in 5 Delirium Scarabs of Paranoia for additional reward types. Very nice. And then that was very smart, actually. Where is it? Scarab. Where is it? Maven. Right, then we put on this one. Tier 16 areas contain the bosses from a random Maven invitation. This is very profitable because you 100% have 4 bosses on the map then, and all of them drop Maven chisels. This is kind of whatever, right? They are not worth anything. They are not worth anything. However, they also drop chisels. Now these are not really important, but these ones, 121 chaos, and you have I don't think they're weighted even. I think you just will have a 1 in 5 chance to drop a chisel if you kill a boss. And you have 4 bosses each map. And sometimes there are also 4 bosses in the Mirage. Mirage. So that is very cool. This is very profitable. However, I kept dying if I hit the wrong Maven invitation bosses, the big ones. Also, sometimes they are standing isolated and there are no mobs even close, and then I come up here with my cast one stun build. It's kind of awkward and takes ages, so I put them out. What I ended up with was I just throw my Delirium Astrolabe onto Defiled Cathedral, or whatever map you want to run to scry, right? Then you go just corrupted T60 maps, Q-Talk made a good video today about how you find maps, and that you can just find people who sell maps, and if you found people you can, do I have it in here? You can type in a Reddit quote here and see what maps you wanna go. Well, maps, hello? 8 more maps, right? And then every map you wanna go is highlighted, and every map with mods you don't wanna go is not highlighted. Very easily if you're just buying maps, and there's an entire stats trap, and the ones you wanna buy are highlighted already. Very cool. And they are 5C each. At max 2, 3, 5C each, and you just run these maps. So since you already filtered all the mobs you can't run, the maps you just buy them for 5C, very low investment. The Scarabs are somewhat expensive, but it's fine actually. It's Paranoia, is 1 is 9 chaos, and you put in 4 of those per map, 35 chaos per map for those ones. The other one is not expensive at all. I put in that the meter will fill 100% faster, so we get maybe 1 or 2 extra reward levels in total. It's not needed, I just put it in. Maybe you wanna put in 8 mod map Scarab to farm your own maps. Maybe you just wanna go 5 Paranoias. Maybe your build is a bit stronger and you don't care about dying, and you put the Maven stuff back in. It's entirely fine. However, with this technique, I farm the Seer relatively quickly because the map is really quick. Because all I want to do is clear the Delirium, maybe get to the boss, because, oh, this may be interesting. This notes? No. Yeah, right. My entire rewards gain +1 to count on map completion. So if we get to the boss, we may most of the time have 7 or 8 rewards, then we go on the Mirage and get 7, 6, 8 rewards again, and we generate a lot of currency while doing that because we get a lot of daily orbs. This is the first thing, right? If I look at, I just farmed like 1, 2, 3 hours, something like this today. Where is Delirium? Am I blind here? And it didn't load correctly. Hey, click on this. Currency exchange. I have Delirium. And now you can see, for example, I have 136 of those, right? If I were to sell them, we get a lot of Delirium mobs, a lot of currency, we have more than that, right? Sometimes you get the Black Barrier because it's T16 map, obviously, and stuff like that. But also you get a lot of stack decks. So I have 6, I already sold some, so this is maybe 1 hour of farming, I believe, maybe 2. Something like that, depending on how fast you go, but another 2k chaos, right? Very cool. I take that. So what do we get? Daily ops, we get stack decks. We get some random stuff every here and then, but nothing noteworthy, I believe. Cluster drills also not really noteworthy. There was something more, I forgot. Obviously get the chisels if you run the Awakener, but let's just do a map to see how it goes. And yeah, so I just pick my default cathedral, I just put in my corrupted map, and we go. The cool part is that because it's only T8 corrupted, and you're basically doing the same the entire time, so there's not really a hard encounter appearing out of nowhere, right? So you usually don't die because nothing changes. If you can do this once, you can do it like 200 times, you won't die. Except you click troll altars like I did, but I'm already 98 and I didn't even expect to level, but it is, well, Breach will give more XP, obviously, right? But Breach also takes more time. So if you want to farm the Seer, for example, or you want to farm these, this is the Astrolopes, right? If we're done with the area, we get our reward room, and the reward room in the top right gives gems, for example, and uniques, I believe. I already got 2 times multi-strike, it's only 9 diff right now, but 18 diff for this completion stuff. Very cool. Yeah, right, so we get Delium orbs, we get stack decks, we get the room completion, we get all of that, right? And obviously the Mirage stuff. So yeah, let's just go into a map, block the Delirium and just go anywhere. The Fall Cathedral, I thought I'd hate it, but I got used to it now that I run so many times. It's actually a quite chill map because it's such a linear layout and it's never... You don't really run into any dead ends. So it's giga chill, giga fine, click alters. Oh. I was about to ask, why am I so slow? But my automation was off again. I swear, if I don't have it here, I wouldn't notice it for so many times. It'd be just sad that I'm so slow. And it would take me probably hours until I finally notice that I'm stupid again. Jesus. Let me up. Okay. Okay, he dies, at least. Sometimes I just skip them. Mirage obviously stops your counter, so you can always just go into it if you find it. Make sure to find the daily portal first before you do anything. Ignore the rituals always. Oh, except you wanna maybe farm ritual vessels, right? And sure, go ahead if there's a unique within it or a big monster pack. Or you need some more stuff for reward levels, but as you can see, we already get enough. If you want to be completely brain dead and not think at all, you can always click the minions gain altar and just not read, because I don't, depending what your build does, but I don't think the minions can roll anything that will ever kill you, right? Because they just spawn in and die. The only thing that could kill you is if you, yeah, click on the player stuff. Or maybe you want to do the map boss. Keep in mind that my build is relatively slow even doing this, because since we're only doing Delhi, the mob density is not so big, and my build is kinda... If the mob density is not big enough, it's kinda sloppy. So, not even that fast. Pick up the stuff. I have the strictest loot filter of Neversink currently. You usually have a lot more stuff to pick up if you want that. There's also some C each, but I CBA selling them, right? So I'm happy with the loot I got here. Entirely happy. Let's see where we are. Okay. If you're farming Seer, by the way, make sure that you kill all the mob packs and just... You can pass by safely, it doesn't really matter, but kill the mob packs. League mechanics don't really matter, I believe. Like Legion, that don't affect him, I believe. So you can click Legion, for example, if it comes up in your map, because you get more seconds to your timer. That is pretty cool. Now I'm at 6 rewards already, so I'm gonna kill the boss. I don't have a big knight on me, so this is gonna take hours. Perfect. How was your day? This is what I meant by my build isn't... No, the timer is gone. No, but it's fine. It's fine. Sometimes I might not just have the biggest ignite. Also, I was kind of an idiot because yeah, we're not picking all that up. I was kind of an idiot because I thought, oh, I have some divines. Maybe I... No, not this. Maybe I finally buy buffs on your expel 30% slower and debuffs. Right, because more face run and steel skin stuff, very cool. Face run is 3 seconds now, I believe. Wait. Ah, it expires faster. But anyway, it's 3 seconds now. Usually we are super fast for almost the entire time, thanks to face run. But therefore my... oh, the map is done, by the way. We can go out. Except if you want to look for Seer, then you obviously clear the entire map. Just walk in the circle one more time. We were like 3/4 done, right? But daily is over. We can move out of the map, put in your rewards, and just go next map. And you keep on doing that. It's obviously you could, if you would only focus on Astrolabe. How's this stuff called? Right. Astrolabe? Astrolabe, alright. If you're only farming that for the reroll room, obviously you could do faster, right? If you only want to farm Seer, obviously you also could do faster, but I believe this is a nice mix of you're somewhat fast, you're making good currency, because I don't have it anywhere how much currency I make because I'm spending it. I never put it all in one tab, but I can assure you you're making enough currency for this to be a legitimate strat, even if you do not put in the Scarab for the Maven invitations. And yeah, I mean, 97, almost 98. It's giga chill, I don't die. Super chill content, gives me rewards, gives me XP. I mind find Seer, and once I find him, I can finally do my breach stuff that I'm excited to do. I actually found him some maps back, but yeah, I just want to finish. What do I want to finish? Why am I still doing this? Oh, I just want to finish one more level because it's giga chill. And then go giga juice breach farming. But I think every time I'm looking for the Seer, I'll just come back to this because it's so chill. It's super fine, really. I can just recommend it. Very nice. And yeah, that's that. Quick summary for the Atlas tree, since I'm not gonna share it. You can make a screenshot, obviously. Here it is. But this is important, so you only spam your one map, right? Then the daily nodes that are important are more rewards, more daily orbs. Hey. More rewards on map completion. And that's all. You don't need the daily chunks. Don't ever skill daily chunks because you're taking the Astrolabe, right? Then ritual for my monster packs, shrines for my monster packs, red or blue altars for my monster packs, and generic map modifiers with quant and explicit modifiers. Yo, that's that. These Scarabs, Paranoia, and the last one you can flex, like either put in the Maven one, or 5 Paranoia, or maybe map mods, whatever you want. Whatever is chill for you, right? It doesn't matter, this much you already get enough. And yeah, hope this was a nice input for someone. And yes, maybe something for my builds before I make a next video, because I didn't change so much. I recrafted my helm today. I shouldn't have done that. So I finally set my goal to farming a mage bot. However, I did, after 1 hour, caught myself buying another belt to craft a better belt. Why do I buy another belt? Smart. Then I recrafted my helmet. Why? Because I figured that, where's my old one? Here. This is cool, because it is +4 to all my auras, but I only need +2 actually. +4 does something, but not really. So I figured I could rather put on more rarity. The problem is just, the way you craft this is, wait, I can show you. I believe I can show you. Yeah, you pick one with a prefix. A giant slayer helmet, because it's the best armor base. Then, the video about the farming strategy is over, by the way. I'm just rambling about the crafts, so you can click off. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your time. I'm just gonna explain this very quick. Then, you're just gonna search for rarity, okay? Wait, it is a prefix, yeah, right, it's a prefix. It's a suffix. Okay, this is bad. You need a prefix. You definitely need the fracture to be a prefix. Is this a prefix? This is a prefix. Why does this have circled aura gems? Do not have this, please. Okay, so we need this as a prefix. T1 prefix. Giant Slayer helmet. Very important. Then we find another T1 rarity. Right, we just... I can't craft with alterations anymore, really. I've done it so many times, it was so much fun for me, but ever since I found out about the alteration scouring tag, this is just annoying to me. I'll click like 20 more times until I find it or not. There was a low one. Believe me or not, if it was would be T1, I would have not overrolled it. Surely not. Come on! Come on! Okay, I will, even if it's as long as it's rarity, just for the purpose of showing you guys, I will keep it. Next time it rolls. Will it roll? will it ever roll? Is this now an infinite video that will never end, where I will get overtaken by an AI that acts like I am me, and I will roll in this ring forever, helmets, and eventually people will notice that this is gonna go forever and is purely AI. It's not AI. Can it roll? Hello, it's not that rare. It really is not that rare. Hello. Boy. Okay, we just say this is T1 now. Then we have to rekill it, that is the sad part. Now we have to annul it. Perfect. If we have this, the craft is almost guaranteed now. Now, I can show you. Do I show you? I show you. Yes. Craft of Exile is a super simple craft, but it is unnecessarily expensive, sadly. But it's fine. Okay, so what we do not want is we can't have another suffix, and we also can't have another prefix, right? Except you're giga lucky and you just roll everything, but this is very, and these ones are too expensive to just flex it. So let's say this would be T1. Actually, I can just put T1, or can I not? I can just swap it for T1. Okay, let's say this is T1. What we do now is then crafted mods. And now I also wasted 4 div because I'm entirely stupid. Okay, this is important. So you can craft. You have to craft this first. You can have up to 3 craft mods to block the 2 suffixes before you do anything. That's important. And then you want any suffix. However, you cannot take a suffix. For example, you cannot already take the rarity suffix. Where is it? This one. I'll show you why. Let's say we are smart, right? And we think we are smart. I did this, and I don't know how many times I did this. I always feel punished. This is what we want. Suffix cannot be changed. And rarity, right? The problem is we want to throw Veiled Chaos up for the +2 to AoE gems and increase area of effect. We want that. The problem is No, this is scam. I call scam. No, this is scam. This does not work. This does not work in the game because this is a veiled modifier. This is the same modifier that is a veiled modifier, and if there's a modifier that is the same as the veiled modifier, you cannot throw this orb. It will say you can't throw it. So that I can throw it here is completely fake. Fake news. So this means that you can't have dex and int. You cannot have strength and dex. You cannot have, I believe, fire and chaos. You can only have flat strength, flat int, flat dex. So because you don't want that, obviously, later on, you have to craft this to block mods, 4 div crafts to block mods, and then craft this again later. This kind of, it's annoying, but anyway. Let's just say we weren't stupid and we crafted just simple decks here. It doesn't matter. Simple decks. Just to block, just that the suffixes, that we have 3 suffixes and it can't touch the suffixes. Then we throw Veiled Chaos up. Then we block Mana. And then we unveil. And then we are very sad because we have to do it again. Okay, let's say, can we throw an annul? We threw an annul. And it hit the wrong ones. Yeah, we are just gonna do undo. And we're gonna unveil again. Okay. Usually, it's a high chance you get this. I always got this first try. Sometimes you don't. It's very sad, but usually you get this. Do you even need this? What is the crafted mod, by the way? I think you do need this, but I just want to see the crafted mods of this. How much is it? Yo, how much is it? I can see it. Hey, I wanna know. Helmets. So it's the same area of effect, right? The same area of effect, but it's only +1 instead of +2. But we technically you can craft it if you go. There might be another way of going on at this craft, but the problem is that you need 2 crafted mods. The other thing is that, by the way, you can technically go for slain. No, wait, what? Slain Increase rarity of slain. Where is it? There. Technically, you could do the fracture. Smart. You could do the fracture. And by this, then in total you would have, you could roll more. Those were cheaper. Those were cheaper. Why are they so expensive? Someone bought them. They were so cheap last time I checked. I swear to God, they were so cheap. Why are they so expensive now? Interesting. Interesting. Anyway, technically you could do this, but the problem is that rolling double T1 rarity is super annoying. You can try. I wouldn't recommend it. You can, you can try, but I wouldn't recommend it. Just do it like this because this is somewhat guaranteed. And yeah, let's say you're at this step, then you sadly have to remove crafted mods, all of them. So can I do this here? I believe not. Whatever. So we remove crafted mods and we craft. Can have 2, 3 craft mods again. We craft this again. Then we craft life. And then we craft rarity. And it's done. So we have triple rarity on our helmets. 100%. Kinda. We would definitely have above 100%. Wait, is it 100%? It's 50%. Almost 95%. 95%. Plus 2 level of so-called AoE gems, which the Chieftain does need, by the way, because Purity of Fire 21 only grants 4% additional maximum fire resist, and level 22 or 23, I'm not sure, gives 1% extra. However, even if it is 25 or 26, it's still only 5%. It doesn't go higher than that. Determination is, I mean, it's just armor, and Flesh and Stone, I believe it grants 1% less damage taken. But yeah, we don't care about that. We just take the rarity. Yeah, craft is done. The only thing you could have done better here is somehow the only thing that could be better here is to have this as the fractured variant, this here, right? And then roll this organically. And T1 live and craft this. This is the only way this could be better, but it is 10 times more annoying to craft, I'm sure. Maybe because this craft cost me 10 divine because I was stupid. How much did it cost here? I don't know, actually. How much? 6 divine. 7, let's say 7 divine, right? If you would take 7 divine to random roll here, maybe you can hit it if you just randomly roll stuff. Perhaps, maybe. Would I recommend to do it? No. Definitely not. Besides, this base is trash, right? I mean, armor is not that important, but I mean, 802 armor without any armor rolls is quite nice. That's quite nice for our build. That's how much physical damage reduction do we have? 64. Without endurance charges, we are barely at 90%, so that is that. Yeah, yep. So this is done. Same procedure, by the way, for every other item. For boots and gloves and stuff, you can always do this if you want. But if you don't need any of the veiled mods, you never need kind of 2, 3 crafted modifiers. You just roll with essences and spam with essences. But yeah, that is that. Do I have something else to add? Ooh. I did today try to go for where is it? Hey. Try to go for 6 life masteries for 10% more maximum life. And the thing is that I can do it, I have enough points to do it, but then I have to cut on this. Okay. The skill effect duration doesn't really matter that much, it's fine. I can do that. Then I would have about 5k life, 5 point something, 5.1 or something, I believe. But my EHP won't really change that much. My physical hit only goes 1k up. Not even 1k up from, I believe, 12.8 to 13 physical max hit, which is quite low somehow still. It's quite sad, but I didn't die. You never die in the maps I just showcased you. And yeah, I tried that. The problem is, You just saw me do the map, right? And at some points I just stood there and was AFK like at the boss. If you miss out on damage over time nodes and your explosion deals less damage, it might not be much, but it is so much damage that gets lost here in your explosion actually, for this tiny wheel. It is definitely immediately noticeable. Like you can still do every content, like you could have done before, but it just takes long and is giga annoying. The most annoying stuff you can do with this build is, for example, the mini boss that captures your map runners. If you wanna rescue them, it takes ages, and he constantly jumps away. It's giga, you can't even go AFK because he constantly jumps away. What is that? Giga annoying, giga annoying. So yeah, next buy is Mageblood. Once I have Mageblood, I can swap this to another Timeless Rule. Excited for that, definitely. And currently my build is giga nice. I could technically show you my current PoB. I will include it here. Import exports. You can, my account is not private, so you can always check for yourself if you're interested. Make sure to disable Val Arctic Armor because it treats me as I would activate it, so I get 90% less physical and fire damage taken. So we don't want this. We can activate this because we didn't put already in that we are stationary. So game currently thinks we're moving. We always use our flask because we have 100% flask uptime. This is fine, and we always have endurance charges. This is also true. Everything else is not really important. Maybe you could argue, if you want to cheese something, look at this stance. If you want to argue, you could say we are in sand stance, right? And then look at our effective hit pool. 3. Wow. Physical max it. This is beautiful. It's completely beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. One thing I have in mind, by the way, is I will do it after I get my Mageblood, probably someone. I tried it, but it was just a sign to just not do it now. I both hit the wrong domination orb, both of them, kind of sad. But I want to take the Glorious Plate because it doesn't have the movement speed penalty. Because all the other good armor bases have a 5% movement speed penalty, so we take this one. And then I want to have elevated socketed gems are supported by level 20 item rarity support with 25% increased rarity, because we get then 25% increased rarity on our chest, and have one more gem slot because currently we just have it in, right? Then I want to awaken our orb with increased aura effect, which kind of is just the best thing I can take. The other suffixes are all kind of meh, so I kind of... If I want to elevate it, this is the only way to craft it, because otherwise it's kind of not really worth it. So I kind of have to guarantee 2 suffixes or not elevate it, because the suffix, the only good suffix, is then Reforged Cold. Suffix cannot be changed. Reforged Cold to physical damage gets taken as cold damage, 15%. This is okay. Then we would have 25% Rarity, but this is kind of all. Like, even if we get life on the chest, if we get life, it's kind of rippy because we then lose this 15% increased maximum life. So we would need a lot of life. If we get block on our chest, it doesn't matter because we were block capped already without the maximum block chance increase, but it's fine. The other mods are all RNG, we can't really necessarily roll for. So we would have 25% more rarity and the socket slot, but the socket slot doesn't matter at all because we don't care about damage in this link setup. We just don't care about it. And yeah, it's just... I don't know. Maybe I do it, I will probably do it, but I lose so much physical max hit and it's kind of annoying. Not that it matters on a magic finder anyway, but I mean, this is reduced fire damage taken, reduced fire chaos damage taken. This is giga tanky. Look how tanky this makes me. It's still you can drop this while leveling, right? Look at my physical max hits. 23k, 14k. So yeah, there's that. Obviously want to recraft all my pieces, but Leviathan gauntlets are with this fracture like what, 20 diff or something? So I actually got 2 pairs out of my shipments. And I will just craft them myself and fracture them myself, I believe. Simply because they grant more armor than this. How much is this? 413 and this one. 353. There's a lot more. We take that. But yeah, that's it. I have nothing more to say for today. Enjoy your time. 35 minutes, perfect. No, nobody's gonna click a 35 minutes. How am I gonna call it? Farming strategy, perfect. Bye.